Good morning. It's a little bit long. It's Wednesday here in Cypress, Texas. They, it's been happening lately. I've been getting up at like a little bit after 3, like 3:23, I think, this morning. And so I read my scriptures then, and I went back to sleep till my alarm went off. And while I was sleeping, I had a dream. And that's unusual because I don't usually dream. If I do, I don't remember them. Well, I remember this dream. And I had this dream that there's this guy. He grew up in a big city like Chicago or St. Louis, and he went and joined these monks and farmed and learned music. And at the end of the dream, it was the performer formerly known as Prince. Isn't that wild? And so, how that tied into my scriptures I read this morning. So what popped out at me was how Jacob's brother-in-laws and his father-in-law were haters. Okay, in a way that I'd seen a lot of. They're really hypercritical of him, jealous, and to the point of being dangerous. And that's when God stepped in and said, "Hey, you need to get out of here. You need to go back to your, where you grew up." All right, and I've seen this a bunch of times, like a whole bunch of times. It's very common. And what it is when you overshadow somebody that wants to be the leader, all right, or thinks that you're stealing their recognition, they hate you, right? But what I found out was, this is really something, is when you see that person that's being a leader, that's having success, it's always, check this out, it's always best to support them and encourage them, okay? Because they'll have a breakthrough. They may have a breakthrough because of you, and they will always remember you in an endearing way. And they'll, you'll be part of that person's success, okay? And when you understand, so what they should, the whole story would have been different, right? And what Laban did was really interesting. What Laban did was, and this also popped out at me, he really did think that all the sheep were his, and all his daughters and Jacob's boys were his, right? But because God came to him in a way and told him not to say anything good or bad about him. I mean, he knew better. He had a fear of God enough not to act on his beliefs, that he had authority, and he had the right to claim dominion over everything that Jacob had. So if it weren't for God, he'd have done that. Isn't that something? Right? Isn't that something else? Okay. And so I've seen this same kind of pride before, seen it now, right? And the trick is, you can flip the switch. You can flip the script by going to the hater and being his encourager, right? Say, listen, I see what you're trying to do. Okay, let me show you a way to do a little better. All right. Have a great Wednesday. Bye.